よし、これで名前がわかる。ダークニャイト。
こんにちは、ジャパニーズアーモンのミサです。Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you useful phrases when you don't remember someone's name or when you meet somebody for the first time in a long time. So I'm going to show you a little sketch that I made and then we'll explain all the vocabulary used in the sketch. But before that, I would like to thank HelloTalk for sponsoring this video. I think you guys already know what HelloTalk is, but if you don't, it's an app where you can find language exchange partners and also you can practice the language that you're learning by posting a moment. Basically, you can treat it like your own diary. It's a great way to learn a language, by the way. That's what I've done with English and Russian. Basically, you can write what's going on in your lives, or you can just post a picture of something. You can post a picture of your dog, and you can just introduce the dog. You can say, 私の犬の写真です。And native speakers will correct your sentence if it's wrong. If not, they will leave comments saying like, かわいいですね. And then you can find friends through that. And also you can message people who seem interesting to you. And what's great about HelloTalk is that you can correct the sentences from the messages you receive. And also the other way around, they will correct your sentences in the messages. So try to find a partner and talk to them. Also, you can schedule a language exchange session in the chat. So you click that plus icon and you can schedule the session for some time, or you can do it instantly. And also HelloTalk has a new feature called HelloTalk Live, where you can attend the live sessions. And they also have free live sessions, so you can watch live Japanese lessons for free. You can access those free live sessions by clicking the Learn tab button. So that's next to the icon that says Me, your profile. And you can select which language you're learning and see what deals they have. I have an account there, so you can follow me there. But unfortunately, I've got overwhelming amount of messages, so it's really hard for me to reply to everyone. So I'm sorry for that in advance. But I really appreciate every one of you messaging me, telling me that you like my videos. It really makes my day. So keep it coming, but please understand that it's a bit hard for me to reply. Anyway, I highly recommend this app, HelloTalk. So check them out. And the link is in the description box and in the comments. If you use my link, it will help me out, so thank you. Alright, now let's watch the sketch and you will learn lots of useful expressions and grammar points. You ready? 準備はいい？どうぞ。お久しぶりです。
あ、お久しぶりです。
ミサさんですよね。
はい。確か3ヶ月前の飲み会で会った人だ。
隣座ってもいいですか？
あ、はい。
元気そうですね。
元気にしてます。あれ、この人の名前なんだっけ？聞き返したいけど、名前が思い出せない。最近お仕事どうですか？
変わりないですね。
仕事何してるかも思い出せない。
ミサさんは休暇を取って旅行していましたよね。
わあ、私のことをちゃんと覚えていてくれてる。この人のこと全然覚えてなくて、なんか申し訳ないな。
どうでしたか？
旅行楽しかったです。いいこと思いついた。そういえばインスタやってますか？旅行の写真いっぱい投稿したんですよ。SNS に名前が書いてあるはず。
はい、あまり投稿しませんけど。
フォローしてもいいですか？
どうぞ。
よし、これで名前がわかる。ダークニャイト。ああ、本名じゃないのか。猫が好きなんですね。
はい、2匹飼っています。
名前なんて言うんですか？
ララとルルです。
意外と可愛いな。
いい名前ですね。猫ちゃんにはなんて呼ばれてるんですか？なんちゃって。
もうダメ元で聞く。
へへ。冗談です。ああ。僕の名前覚えてませんよね。なんでそんなこと言うんですか？
バレてた。
じゃあ言ってください。僕の名前を言ってください。熊田さん？僕、目の下のクマがあるからですか？本当にすみません。
もうこんな思いはしたくない。死神と契約する。
Alright, thank you so much for watching the sketch. Now I'm going to teach you the useful expressions that are used in the sketch. So, long time no see. It's been a while. You say, 久しぶり informally. 久しぶり. You can also say, 久しぶりだね. 久しぶりだね. You can add the ne at the end to make it sound like it's been a while, hasn't it? And the word 久しぶり is a noun or an adverb. So when you want to do noun plus ne, you have to put the da in between. Okay, so noun, da, ne. So, いい天気だね. いい is an adjective, but 天気 is a noun. So you have to say いい天気だね. If you say いい天気ね, you will sound like female anime character, like a rich female anime character. いい天気ね. Or you will, sound a bit weird, so be careful. You want to say いい天気だね. 久しぶりだね. Again, a rich, older woman might say 久しぶりね. Yeah. I mean, I'm quite feminine, but I don't speak like that. I say 久しぶりだね. No, 久しぶりね. It kind of makes me sound like a rich female tennis player. 久しぶりね. I don't know. Anyway, 久しぶりだね. Informally. And formally, you can say お久しぶりです. お久しぶりです. So we put the o, which is like an honorific prefix. Like instead of 元気ですか? Are you doing well? You can say お元気ですか to make it super formal. お元気ですか? So that's like when you talk to your teacher, for example, someone much older or someone you have to really respect. お元気ですか? Or to a customer. Okay. You can use 元気ですか when speaking to, for example, neighbors or your senpai. Again, depends on the age difference and everything, but 元気ですか? It's like standard formality. お元気ですか? Super formal. That's the same. お久しぶりです. That's quite formal. You can also just say 久しぶりです without the first o. 久しぶりです or 久しぶりですね. So that o can be omitted. It just depends on how formal you want to sound. And the next one. 確か3ヶ月前の飲み会で会った人だ. Okay, so first, 確か can mean certain, and also if I remember correctly. So you can, for example, say 確かですか to mean are you certain? The verb 確かめる means to make sure. So it's like, are you sure about it? 確かですか? 確かめましたか? Did you make sure? But you can also use 確か to mean if I remember correctly. For example, somebody asks you, 梨は英語で何と言いますか? How do you say pear in English? 梨 means pear. And you can say, 確か pear だと思います. If I remember correctly, I think it's pear. So you usually put it at the beginning of the sentence. Or somebody says, what's that person's name? あの人の名前何? あの人の名前何? And then you can say, 確か田中さん。If I remember correctly, he's 田中さん, Mr. Tanaka. And in this dialogue, 確か is used as, if I remember correctly, 確か3ヶ月前の飲み会で So, 飲み会 is like drinking party. Usually happen at an izakaya. And 3ヶ月前の so a drinking party from 3 months ago. 会った met 人だ If I remember correctly, he's the person I met at the drinking party from 3 months ago. And the guy said, 元気そうですね. You seem to be doing well. You seem well. And then you can say, はい、元気です. Or, 元気にしています. Like, I've been doing well. And then Misa struggles to remember that person's name. I'm so bad at remembering names. 名前を覚えるのが苦手です。名前を覚えるのが苦手です。So Misa says, この人の名前なんだっけ? You put this け at the end when you can't remember something. You can't remember what you ate last night. You use this け at the end and say, 晩ご飯何食べたっけ? What did I eat for dinner? Or I can't remember if I locked the door or not. 鍵かけたっけ? You can't remember if you turned off the lights or not. 電気消したっけ? 電気消したっけ? So super useful. When you want to say, I can't remember what, you want to say, なんだっけ? Okay, not 何だっけ? なんだっけ? So you can't remember the name of anime, you say, あのアニメの名前なんだっけ? あのアニメの名前なんだっけ? Or あのキャラクターの名前なんだっけ? And you can also say 名前が思い出せない。名前が思い出せない。So 思い出す is to recall, to remember. So 思い出せる. If you change the last u sound into える, then that's can. 思い出す、思い出せる、思い出せない in the negatives. I can't recall the name. So you can either say 名前なんだっけ? What was that name? What was his name? Or 名前思い出せない. I can't remember his name. Alright, the next phrase is super useful as well. 最近お仕事どうですか? 最近お仕事どうですか? If you don't know this word, remember it now. 最近, lately, recently. 最近. Again, you can omit this o in front of 仕事. It's just there to sound more formal, polite. お仕事, your job. Don't say お仕事 when you want to say my job, okay? So お仕事はどうですか? How is your job? Informally, you can say 最近仕事どう? You omit the particles and ですか? Super easy. 最近仕事どう? And then to that answer, you can often say 順調です. Going well. 順調です. Or いい感じです. Also going well. いい感じです. If you want to say so, not so great, you say まあまあです. まあまあです. If you want to say it's terrible, you can say 最悪です. Like really horrible. 最悪です. Or you can say this. 変わりないです. 変わりないです. No change. Nothing changed. 変わり is the noun for change. 変わり. 変わる, that's the verb to change. 変わる, but 変わり, that's the noun for a change. So 変わりないです. No change. And Misa says, 仕事何してるかも思い出せない. So first, 仕事何? That's clear, right? What? His job. 思い出せない. We talked about this. Can't remember. Can't recall. So basically you can guess that this sentence means I can't remember what his job is. And you might be wondering, what is かも doing there? かも at the end of the sentence, for example, usually means maybe. For example, 明日は雨かも. Maybe it will rain tomorrow. But here, this か and mo, they are like separated, kinda. When you want to say, I don't know if, I don't know whether, I don't remember if, you use this ka. For example, I don't know if it tastes good. You can say, 美味しいかわかんない or 美味しいかわかりません for me. So you know the ka particle is like a question marker, right? ですかますか So it's like you're asking a question at the beginning. 美味しいか whether it's delicious or not. And then you say, わかんない I don't know. Or I don't know whether it's going to rain or not. 雨が降るかわからない。雨が降るかわかりません。Or I don't know what time it is. 何時かわかんない。何時かわかんない。Or 何時かわかりません。For me. So we did the same thing here. 仕事何か思い出せない。Can't recall what his job is. Or he actually said 仕事何してるか what he's doing for living. And then there is this more. More can mean as well, but also even. Here it's used like I can't even remember what his job was. Next. 休暇を取って旅行していましたよね。So, 休暇を取る is to take a vacation, to take a holiday. 休暇を取る. You should also remember the word 有給休暇. 有給休暇 means paid vacation, paid holiday. So if you want to say, I will take a paid holiday, you say 有給休暇を取る. 取る to take. Okay? So there are a few words that can mean holiday, day off, right? So first, 休み is very common word and it can mean a day off. For example, you can say 明日は休みです to mean tomorrow is a day off. Tomorrow is my day off. 明日は休みです. And then there is also 祝日 which is a national holiday. So it's a day that everyone is supposed to rest, although some people still work. So you can say 明日は祝日です if tomorrow is a national holiday. But if it's just, usual Sunday, you say 明日は休みです. Okay? 明日は休みです. Or you can just say 週末です weekend. And most people assume that you wouldn't be working on the weekends. And then there is also 休日. 休日 is a holiday or day off when people don't have to work. Okay, so that's usually Sunday, Saturday, weekend. 週末。週末は休日です。But instead of 休日, you can also say 休み。休み is the useful general way to say a day off. 休日 is when you don't have to work. And then there is this 休暇. 休暇 is when you take a holiday, although your coworkers might be still working. So it's like a paid holiday usually. 休暇. Okay? And then Misa says, 私のことはちゃんと覚えていてくれてる。ちゃんと is such a common word in Japanese, but is quite hard to translate. Usually you can translate like properly. Parents say this all the time, like ちゃんと blah blah して like do something properly. If a kid is eating, like not properly, the parents would say ちゃんと食べなさい or ちゃんと食べて. Okay, eat properly or sit properly. They would say ちゃんと座って or ちゃんと座りなさい. But ちゃんと can be used like as one should, as one is expected, usually from the society. Like, you do something because people expect you to, or you do something because that's what you were supposed to do. For example, you were supposed to bring your own drinks. And somebody says, ちゃんと飲み物持ってきた? Did you bring the drinks as you promised or as you were supposed to. And you can say, ちゃんと持ってきたよ. Yeah, I did. So it's kind of weird to translate ちゃんと as properly in this sentence. Like I properly brought drinks. But it's more like I brought, as I promised, I brought the drinks as I was supposed to. So here ちゃんと覚えている is like to remember somebody because that's what a normal person does. Or that's what a polite thing to do. You know? ちゃんと覚えていてくれてる。And then this てくれるてくれている Again, have a listen on this. When somebody does something for you and you appreciate it, you use this てくれる For example, my girlfriend helped me with I would say 彼女が手伝ってくれた手伝う is in the 手本手伝って and then てくれた She helped for the sake of me. She helped me. And I appreciate her. Okay? 彼女が手伝ってくれた And I 覚えていてくれてる Like, he remembers me. And I appreciate that. Like, I feel so grateful. But Misa doesn't remember. なんか申し訳ないな。なんか can be used like somehow or kinda. 申し訳ない is to feel bad about something. So, なんか申し訳ないな is like it kind of feel bad that he remembers me but not the other way around. And then いいこと思いついた I came up with a good idea. Okay, so 思いつく is to come up with an idea. いいこと literally good thing. We use こと here because it's not a tangible thing, right? Ideas are not tangible. もの is tangible thing, whilst こと is intangible. Activities, ideas, thoughts. いいこと思いついた I came up with a good idea. Something good. And then 名前が書いてあるはず はず is like should. So a name should be written on his social media. And then Miss asks, そういえばインスタやってますかそういえば Speaking of which, or by the way, again, have a listen on how to say by the way in many different ways. So check that out. そういえば、インスタ Instagram Instead of Instagram, people usually say インスタやってますか Or more formally, more properly, ちゃんと You say やっていますか Are you on Instagram? We use this verb やる to do. Like やる is so useful. You can use it about doing homework or playing a game, like ゲームをやる、スイッチをやる、PS5 をやる、and then 宿題をやる to do homework. So インスタやってますか You can say Facebook やってますか or Twitter やってますか Informally you say やってる So Facebook やってる or Twitter やってる旅行の写真いっぱい投稿したんですよ。So, 旅行の写真 photos, 旅行 trip, right? And then いっぱい a lot. 投稿する is to post. 投稿する。So, 写真を投稿する to post a picture. And フォローしてもいいですか Can I follow you? And then the word 本名 is real name. 本名Nickname is ニックネーム or あだ名 But the word nickname is so common. So 私のニックネームはみーちゃんです。My nickname is みーちゃん Some people call me みーちゃん Although most people call me Misa. And then 猫が好きなんですね So you like cats.Again, I already have a lesson on this. ですね So please check that out. But if you say 猫が好きです then that means you like cats as a fact. It kind of sounds robotic. But if you say, 猫が好きなんですね then it sounds like, oh, so you like cats. So I can see that you like cats. And then the guy says, 2匹飼ってます. So this 匹 is the counter for small animals. Big dogs usually are also counted with this 匹. So 1匹, 2匹, 3匹, 4匹, 5匹. So you can say 猫を2匹飼っています. Okay, so usually you say noun or and then how many and then 飼っています. So 犬を1匹飼っています. I have one dog. Again, you don't have to use the counter if you don't want to say how many. You say 犬を飼っています. Again, in Japanese, there is no plural or singular in the noun, so 犬を飼っています doesn't tell how many dogs that person has. Could be I have a dog or I have dogs. So that's why you have to add the counter if you want to tell how many dogs or whatever you have. And then Misa asks, 名前なんて言うんですか? This is also a very common way to ask somebody's pet's names. 名前なんて言うの? 名前なんて言うんですか? What are they called? And then ララとルルです. And then Misa thinks, 意外と可愛い. 意外と can mean surprisingly. Like, I wasn't expecting the cat's names to be that cute because the owner looks like that. 意外と可愛い. Surprisingly cute. And then not at the end. Not at the end means it's a thought to themselves. Misa is not saying this thing to somebody else, but rather it's just like I'm talking to myself. 可愛いな. And then 猫ちゃんにはなんて呼ばれてるんですか? なんちゃって. So first let me explain this. なんちゃって. It's like just kidding. なんちゃって. You can say 冗談 to mean I'm kidding, I'm joking, but you can also say this なんちゃって and it sounds quite cute. Just kidding. So you can say jokingly なんちゃって. And then 猫ちゃん. So 猫 is how we say cats, but 猫ちゃん is like kitties, right? 猫ちゃんにはなんて呼ばれてるんですか? 呼ぶ is to call somebody something or to call out. So ミサをみーちゃんと呼ぶ means to call ミサみーちゃん. And then 呼ばれている呼ばれる that's the passive form to be called. So somebody calls you. So literally cats call you what? But obviously cats wouldn't have a nickname for him. It's just a desperate attempt to figure out that person's name. And then ダメ元で聞く. This is such a good word to remember. ダメ元で something verb. It's like to give it a try, although you think you might fail. So it's like when you feel like you have nothing to lose anymore, you try something. So ダメ means no good, not allowed. ダメ. Somebody says ダメ, then you can't do that, right? ダメ元で so it's like I know that it's not going to be allowed or work out, but I'm gonna do it. So ダメ元で聞く. So I'm gonna ask this stupid question, although I know that it will be a disaster. And then the guy says, 名前言ってください. Say my name. And then Misa says, 熊田さん. So Kumada is a very common name. Kuma means bear. Okay, and then ta or da here means rice field. So bear, rice field. A rice field where bears gather around. I'm not sure actually, but it's a common name, okay? Kumada. But kuma can also mean bags under your eyes. Kuma. So you can just say 熊がひどい to mean like, I have really bad bags or dark circles under my eyes. But you can also say 目の下のクマ to make it clear that I'm talking about the bags under the eyes. 目 is eyes, right? 目の下 is under. So under my eyes, クマ There's actually a concealer sold in Japan with a cute bear picture on the package. It's really cute. I will insert the image if I can find it. But yeah, it's like dajare, a pan again. It's like a kuma, bear promoting a concealer to hide the kuma. Accent, the pitch accent are different. So kuma, bear, kuma, bags under your eyes. 目の下のクマがあるからですか? Are you saying my name is Kumada because I have bags under my eyes? And then もうこんな思いはしたくない. I don't want to experience something horrible like this. And then 死神と契約する. This is a joke from Death Note, obviously. This whole sketch was based on Death Note. If you didn't notice, I tried to make the guy look like L, although I failed miserably. I just drew the dark circles. Yeah. Oh well, I just needed a better wig. That's it, right? Anyway, 契約する is to make a contract. For example, Ryuku is a shinigami, right? Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you, for example, take notes, you can always share the pictures of your notebooks with me on Twitter or Instagram. You can tag me there. Sometimes I don't get a notification and it just goes through. So I might have missed some of your pictures, but I try to check them all. So yeah, feel free to tag me or show them to me, and I love to see them. I thank you so much for always supporting me, and thank you all my patrons as well. I wrote a post a month ago maybe already about what's going on with me, and you guys were so supportive. Thank you so much. Alright, 見てくれてありがとうございました。じゃあまたね。バイバーイ。